Hello, I'm Ian Hazelwood from What's New in Electronics Online. I'm joined by Artur Tobolski from FUJI, Harald Eppinger from Koh Young, and Juergen Ries from ASYS. It's been a long show. What can I say? I really want, we've been talking about skills gap, lack of staff, people not coming through into the industry, problems with retention of staff for some time, and it's now the dominant issue. Supply chain issues, who cares? We're used to that kind of thing, but the problem everyone is facing is getting staff. I think there's a set of issues here we need to look at. There's the whole thing of STEM, or MINT as it is in Germany, of the core science and mathematics skills being taught in schools and pushing people through into higher education from that. But governments are doing things there. America's put $120 billion into STEM subjects. UK has put a very small amount into it. And around Europe, there's various issues and European incentives to do that. So those skills are being taught. But are we facing in this SMT, EMS industry, the fact that it's a little bit of a hidden industry? It hasn't got a huge visibility outside of what we do. There's far more sexier subjects within science and technology that people want to throw themselves at. There's a lot of emphasis on maths and coding, but actually engineering doesn't seem a big thing on the agenda for governments. And then what do we do ourselves as businesses to keep people in there? And should events like this be reaching out to students? So, I think you've all got slightly different experiences, but they probably all agree with those sort of issues. So actually, Artur, we were talking before, you've got kids, and it was an interesting example you had.
Well, the interesting example is, I have two kids, one in primary school, second in secondary education. And the emphasis of engineering is very little. We have my youngest one, 7.5. The emphasis is on coding for kids. In high school, we have business is the thing. But it's very popular. Hardly anybody wants to get their hands dirty and wear a coat and hold a screwdriver, Allen key. Even me, when I'm been in the industry for 17 years in manufacturing, when I tried to do courses related to machine plant engineering, they were all gone decades before I wanted to do them. So my colleagues from big corporations, when they were still in UK, did all the plant management courses in colleges. When I got to this stage, the courses were not available anymore. So that's the reality, sadly.
And Harald,
If we look back, when you have to buy anything like toys, you have to assemble them. And today is everything ready to go. The only thing you have to do, you have to charge the battery. And I think this is a good example that people are losing the interest on building something up. Handcrafted was a value in the past. It's not longer. You see it ready to go good, you take it, and you even don't think about how much work it is from electronics point, from handcrafted point. So I think the interest on something, everybody would like to be a gaming programmer or art. I forgot, now I'm too old for being an influencer, but at the end of the day, there's a kind of being attractive. What are you doing the whole day? And you tell them what I'm doing, what you do, and they say, what are you doing? So it's a matter of what we do. We are closest to technology. We are seeing the future in our hands, what comes to the market tomorrow. We know, and we look inside the box. And we see something nice designed, but we immediately catch the value inside. And this value notification is not given now. It's not trained on the university, from my opinion, from other things. So we need to be attractive also to outside, because we are attractive. And the skills you need in our business are high skills. It's not just doing a job from 8 to 5. It's a multitask, multi-purpose, multi-skilled job. And you can start from engineering point, you can end up in management. Your career path is open. It's not highly paid in our industry. That's the next disadvantage, you know. You can, in banking, money-wise, fintech, you can earn much more. But at the end of the day, we see what we did the whole day, and we see all our customers for ages and years, and this is the attractive point from my point of view. But we cannot put this outside. So hard to get the talents.
Sure. And again, ASYS have a job board, don't they? In your do ASYS have a job board in your stand at the moment?
No. This is what's on the side on the job board is one what the exhibition is doing.
Right. Yeah.
That's not from our side.
But what are your experiences with it?
Well, I mean, after COVID, the times is crazy. I mean, you see that the global world is shifting in some ways. Manufacturing goes to different places. Manufacturing goes back to Europe or to America. There are not much skilled workers anymore. So on one hand, we have to bring our solution to these markets more. We need more people also there trained. On the other hand, customers, when we sell, as Harald just explained, high-tech, so they have to run high-tech with low-skilled people. So you have to think in your products how you can build them, then it's high-tech, but easy to use. It's so much things to address currently, how you train your own workforce, how you make your whole product range in a way that a low-skilled workforce can apply it somewhere. So it's a huge mixture of things currently. It's crazy.
And you mentioned the supply chain. I see the supply chain similar. We are selling a product. The product is supported by our distributors. And the distributors having engineers to install. And then you have the end user which uses our product and needs the operators. So it's not just that we need people, the whole supply chain or the whole chain of workflow has this urgent need. And I think that's something which is visible for us in every layer. It's in the design, it's in the execution. Like you said, new design is necessary. Artificial intelligence, everybody's talking about, but we have to utilize it and to make things, again, attractive and executable.
So where do we think the outreach should come from to potential recruits into this industry? Should it be through academia? And actually here I've spoken to people who they started out as academics and now they're in the commercial world. So there is a flow of knowledge and there's a career path through from there. So that exists. But where should the outreach be coming from? Should it be shows like this? Should shows be the ones that talk to universities and schools?
I think the most important approach, is going to be the grassroots. This show is great. Can have colleges, universities here, but local visits to anywhere that electronic is manufactured needs to be open for younger generation to see what's going on. And actually, in previous exhibitions, we had a couple of colleges, and the guys were astonished that what they have in their pocket, mobile phones, are being made on this equipment. They never linked these two things together before. They were amazed that this technology is made by these machines. They were really interested, but there needs to be more of that because at the moment it's far and few between, and the grassroots initiative needs to be as a priority for future, because like you said, technology is there. We as equipment manufacturers coming up with technology to have the sort of either maybe catch the skill that's already in the industry, use newer technology to take the repetitive operation from the lower skill, train these operators and lower skill workers to become higher skill. This is one of the approaches as well. But I don't think it's enough on its own.
No. What about staff retention? Are you experiencing issues where it's hard to keep, because there is a lot of competition. There's other companies who are all trying to dip into that small pool of potential employees. Has your own experiences of retaining staff been problematic?
Well, I would say, I think almost for no company it's easy, because, there are way more opportunities now. Demand is high, requirements are high. We do high tech. It's quite, let's say, what we need from the people is quite sophisticated. So you always have to find your way out. But I think one important point is, and this is also what you said, you have to show how interesting the technology is. This is a huge factor. If the people understand how actually, what kind of amazing things we deliver, you know, if you look at some Silicon Valley, they program a nice app software. Well, for our business, not challenging. You know, we do much more sophisticated stuff. So what we really try to do, when we also do an all-hands meeting in our company, we very much try always to tell the people, look at what our customers are doing with our machines, and then they are very motivated on, oh, this optimization, actually our customer does this and this and that. That's a big factor, but it's always something you have to work on, definitely.
Yeah.
Retention is full-time job.
Yeah.
I would say the qualification can be only generated currently from our own efforts. So we are training people, we are guiding the people to the right roles. We implemented a very interesting deep motivation program to not to disappoint people by doing the wrong role and getting the people together. And this generates a high motivated team. On the other hand, and I would like to come back to the point, we are selling products now in Europe again, and the amount of lines is increasing in Europe. It's simple. We are all happy. But in other words, even if you have a high sophisticated, well-operated super AI and deep learning, there's a few operators there. And if we sell 30 lines into an area somewhere in Europe, suddenly you need operators. Let's do it simple, 3 people per line. Okay, there are lines with 1 guy, doesn't matter. But you need 1, 2, 3, 1 shift. You need a second shift to utilize, and you might need a third shift. So suddenly, you need 30 to 90 people. And where you get them? Nowhere. So you go to the neighborhood, offer 20 cents more per hour, and the guy is gone. So it's good that we have new business in Europe, but there should be some aspects also from local initiatives to train the people on the job.
Yes.
And again, attractive income plus qualification pool. Otherwise, there is no chance. And because it's, as I said, suddenly, finger snip from one day to the other day, you need 100 people. It's hard to get 1 or 2. Otherwise, you fail in your investment. You pay 2 million, 3 million investment for a line, then you cannot operate the line. It's worse than a material shortage.
Do you think, I mean, is it a little bit the case in the UK that link between industry, business and education is broken?
Well, you have to initiate by yourself. I mean, for us, we go to the university, we try to talk to them directly. Otherwise, no way to attract it. But it's difficult because what is in Germany, at least I have 2 young daughters, so they know daddy is working in technology, they do mathematics, but it's very hard to find other parents where the girls are in mathematics, No, it's too complicated. So that's really something, and we as company, we have to promote this, otherwise by itself will not work.
Another clear and nice example, and I'm very proud on this, we are German-based, we are the subsidiary of a Korean company, but we are German-based close to Frankfurt. We have a 27 headcount team, and we have all cultures, all religions, all passports, Morocco, Tunisia, Hungarian, UK, Ireland. I'm pretty sure I forgot some, but we have a multicultural, diverse team. And this is another part of our success, that we could recruit through universities. We went to the universities. We have been promoting proactive, and the team is getting in the promotion part, try to find friends and to make them attractive to our industry. Because again, it comes to the point, can I do the job for future? And I can say, I like this industry. I started with a hands-on training at a big company in 1976, and I'm still in this business, and I still find it attractive. So either I have low expectations, but I don't think, or something is very interesting. I think the same for the...
We all stick along, don't turn around, So
but
must be something.
There must be something.
Well, thanks for your time, guys. I mean, I think it's one of these issues that is going to be the bane of the industry for a good few more years.
It will.
But like you say, once you're in the industry, you can't get out of it. So hopefully if we can get them in.
No, I have to correct. You can't get out. I cannot agree. You have always a chance to decide, but if you stay, there's a reason for it. I would like to rephrase this. It's very important. You can't get out. That's wrong.
Well
Okay,
corrected.
good.
Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure talking
Thanks.
to you.
Thank you.
It was nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much.